From those of us who were observant from outside, we saw that it was the arrival of Dr. Wole into the party that appeared to have woken up the party, and we saw more activities and meetings coming up here and there. Before then, it was like there was no existence of the party.
Like I said, before the entrance of Dr. Oluyede, we had hope. But Oluyede coming into the party is a big plus. I will not be here and be saying no. Of course, the man has contested for I think 2 or 3 times. He has contested in APC, contested in ADC. So at least is an household name in Ekiti. He's known in everywhere in Ekiti. So it's a big addition to our party. It gave us a boost our morale, because like you said, there were activity, but him coming into the party, we all know that he's coming to run for election. So when you are coming to a new party now to run for election, there will be expectations. There will be, people want to say, oh, what is he going to do? What is he going to do different? How is he going to mitigate the problem we are having in the party? What is he going to do to settle? So people have expectations. People morale boosted. Fine. Oluyede coming into the party is a big plus. It's positive for the party because we need more members. As it is today, we still have a few members in the SDP. We still have few years scattered. Some people are even at home that they are just tired. They don't, they lost the zeal to continue. So, but Dr. Oluyede coming into the party, like I said, is a big boost. It's good.
Apart from Oluyede's personal membership, it appeared that the financial responsibilities of the party were also taken up by him, which were the major problems of the party before then. That meetings were not being held, so many things were not happening. But by the time he came on board, it appeared that he took responsibilities for the party to come together and all that, and that is why you're having meetings, a lot of activities up till today.
I wouldn't say that because before Oluyede came on board, there are people that are spending on the party. Like I said, Dr. Fushayani is one of them. So Dr. Oluyede coming into the party, he wants to be governor. So if you want to be governor, you need to start activities. Even if you form a new party, you must start activities. So,
but would you accept that he injected the funding of the party now became a major responsibility too?
It's not the whole party now. No, I'm okay. Right now, I'm not with any aspirants. I am alone. So there are people that are aspiring Oluyede work in my local government. He gave the money to them, and I didn't even know about the money. The money didn't get to the, So if people will say now, you say he's injecting money to who?
Okay, now let's ask, who is funding the activities of the PDP in Ekiti State as of today? Well, from the time Oluyede came in, I can't remember exactly, up till now.
Before Dr. Oluyede came into the party, we had the collegiate leadership. That is the name I wanted to remember.
Okay.
So we have all our leaders. They were one. They were contributing money to fund the party. Senator Jimmy was there. Senator Drew, former governor, deputy governor Leka, Funshuayeni, all of them. So they were funding the party. So when Dr. Oluyede came in, as aspirant, who has been well known in the state to an extent. So he came, with some expectation, and he came with his team, and he's funding his activities. Although by extension is the party, because those people are also party members.
Exactly.
So, but I wouldn't say the responsibility of the party is only on him. No.
Okay. Now, which came first, the Dare Adeleke committee or the Oluyede himself? Who came first?
Dare Adeleke committee came first. But in political space, if a big wants to join a party, you would be hearing, oh, he's coming to the party. There are grand works to be done. Visiting people, calling people, consulting people. Yeah, I call it consultation. Because if you are coming to a party, you meet people there. You say Nabala and Baba. So you have to consult them. Okay, I'm coming to your party. This and hand. So maybe during the time that he was doing that, it will take time. The man is not in Nigeria, he's not a Nigerian-based man. So it might take time. So maybe, but officially before he joined the party, I don't even think he has joined the party officially now, because I have not seen him in the party secretariat. We used to do something like a welcoming. When the big news is coming to the party, you welcome him. The last time when he joined the party, he joined through a group called Progressive. PDP Progressive. Is one of the group in the PDP.
Okay.
So, and then he has not officially, to me, but well, he's not a member of the party. He might have registered in his ward, and maybe we don't know about that one. So
we have seen him at the party secretariat activities.
Yes, he was there last time they had a stakeholders meeting. I think a few months ago. It's this year.
Okay, now let's talk about the activities of the Dare Adeleke Critical Committee. What are the pluses and the minuses of the activities of that administration?
Well,
the administration is still on, I guess.
Yes. Well, Dare Adeleke came in exactly, I think, August last year. So we had a huge expectation, because he's a known man in the Southwest region. He's been around for a while in the PDP. When he came, we welcomed him because we are expecting him to come and put the house in order. When you want to have a congress in a party that people are competing, there are interests here and there colliding. So we expect someone who is coming to be a chair umpire. You are coming into the party. You didn't take sides. You didn't have anybody. You didn't have friends. Everybody should be your people because you are coming to to put some things in order. But in the early days, he made some progress. But for the past few months, in my opinion, and I think I'm speaking for a vast majority of our party members, he has not really done what is expected of him.
How did Dare Adeleke's committee emerge?
I think it was the National Working Committee did that. They announced him, but I think it will have the input of the two governors from the Southwest who are the leaders of the party. So
it was an official...
Yes, of course it's an official position.
Okay. And what about the members of the committee that work with him? Were they also chosen by the same National Working Committee?
Their name was announced almost the same time, about 20 of them are there.
So they took over the administration of the party.
Yes.
And which means whatever they did was official.
Yes.
Okay, so why are you not satisfied?
Well, I think where I'm not satisfied with the committee so far is the high-handedness of Chief Adeleke. His committee members has complained so many times that he doesn't carry them along in what he's doing. You cannot come and be a macho man. You are doing things only. So many times the secretary in the media space has released a statement that as a secretary of the Citizens Committee, after the chairman is supposed to be the secretary. There's nothing you can do alone without the input of the secretary, without the contribution of the secretary. So, but the secretary has complained several times that Mr. Adeleke has not carried him along or has not made him know how he's running the party. Chief Adeleke just came in and went and joined some people, called themselves stakeholders, and started doing anyhow with the affairs of the party, making decisions without carrying along his other members of the committee, 18 or 19 of them.
And is the secretary alone that is complaining?
It's not the secretary alone. We have had several complaints from the members about multiple. There are multiple. I cannot really name them right now, but I'm aware of the secretary. I'm aware of the PRO. I'm aware of some members too that have came out and say, "Oh, Mr. Dare, you cannot do things like this. You cannot do things alone. You are not appointed alone. You are supposed to carry your members along." But I think his high-handedness is what is really dividing the party the more as it is.
Okay, but how is it now possible for the party to have done within? It is the same administration, the Critical Committee, that organized the World Congress, that organized the Local Government Congress. So if they were so divided, how could they achieve the World Congress and then go ahead to do the Local Government Congress? I think there should have been a stalemate at some point, because they will have to resolve their differences before they will go ahead.
There is a stalemate about the Local Government Congress. Fine, the World Congress. The World Congress was supposed to have happened, I think, last year, July or thereabout.
Yeah, we continue to see postponement and postponement.
Yes.
And postponement.
Yes.
Why was it being postponed?
And that is the issue. Okay, finally we had the World Congress, I think March. Before, what was causing the postponement was the inability of the stakeholders or whatever to agree on a consensus list, and the people that say, okay, let us all go to the field, because consensus arrangement is a gentleman arrangement. It is not imbibed in our constitution. It's not really compulsory. What is compulsory and constitutional is a congress that you must do it in the field. INEC must be aware that you conduct a congress. So maybe because we couldn't get that, and then we got the World Congress off our feet, then came the local government congress. Before the local government congress, there was a court order, there was a court injunction, something like that, that the local government congress must not be held. So, and then the cases, there are cases, many other, two or couple of other cases still in court on this same congress issue. So, where the issues arose, I don't know, I'm not a member of the NWC, I'm not a member of the leader or the stakeholders, but I'm aware that Chief Adeleke could have done better, play the role of a sheer umpire. You're supposed to be neutral. How then do you come and take a side and now parading few elements that you are saying they are stakeholders?
You said the World Congress was being, postponed as a result of what?
Disagreements and inability of these leaders to agree on a united list.
Okay, but at the time they now did it.
Yes.
Was there an agreement?
They came for the Congress. People stood up. People went to the field and they did the Congress. Though there are issues arising from the conduct of the Congress, because some people their name they didn't purchase form. They didn't purchase nomination form, because in our party, if you want to contest for any position, you have to purchase the nomination form from the party. So people didn't purchase nomination form, and their name came out as the winner of the World Congress. You understand? Mm-hmm. So there are issues.
But how would you are not a member of the caretaker committee.
Yes.
So how would you know? Some people did not. They were supposed to be.
Because in my ward, I have a local government. Mm. So I knew people that had not purchased forms.
Okay. And
the name came out in the subsequent list, in the ratified list, ratified list by the NWC. So you understand? So I'm taking my ward as an example now. So there are these cases that are in other places too, but I'm not there like you said. But in my ward, so that's one alone for me. So it's enough for me to say, okay, some things are fundamentally wrong somewhere.
Were there no processes like, okay, these are the people who are, before the Congress at all, these are the people who have purchased forms and they have their names listed at the party secretariat before that Congress?
I don't think there are names listed, but before the Congress, everybody knows people that purchase form now, because there are windows, there are time frame for you to purchase your form, and the form closes, so you know people that purchase form. In my ward now, you know people that are contesting with you. You understand? So some people didn't purchase form, but at the end of the day, after the Congress, the conduct of the Congress, because the World Congress went smoothly. To be fair, the people came from Abuja, they went around the world. In my ward, people came out. I have visuals evidence. People lined up. So at the end of the day, when the list came out, some people were shortchanged. Some people's names were completely missing from the list. People that obtained form.
Okay, now it's not everybody that obtained form that will emerge.
Of course.
So whose names got missing? Was it that they won the election and they couldn't find their name, or their names were removed or something?
Winning election is subjective. Okay. So when you say I won election now, it's a different thing. But when you win, you didn't buy form. I bought form, and your name now came out as a winner. How?
But I think the results were announced.
It was, yes. We knew the people that won now, but you know that the final list is like you wrote exam now. You came out of you say I did well. Everybody saw it. But when the results came out, that's when you know that you did well or not. So imagine the result now came out and you see someone that didn't participate in the exam and his name is there as the winner.
Okay, I know that after the Congress, they said they were waiting for an approval or something from NEC.
Yes, that is the result I'm talking about.
Okay, so could it be that NEC now adjusted the list?
That is what the people that went to court, at the world level, are complaining of that. If that is what happened, if my opponent, this person that you say he won this election, didn't obtain form and he didn't even participate in the election, how come he won? So something must have happened. You understand? So that is why some people were in court at the world level for the Congress. But so when people went to the result already came out, the list came out, but some people were agitated that how can I someone that won me in my ward now? You didn't obtain form. I obtain form. How did you win? You cannot win.
I also know that there is this after the Congress. There is this window for protest to complain, and then there is a resolution
to
appeal. Appeal, yes. What did that not also take place?
Yeah, I think the appeal set up by these people. I don't think it was effective enough, because the result of the Congress came out just a day before the local government Congress, and then people that participate in the local government Congress, they are supposed to be the people that won their ward Congress.
Okay.
You understand? So now they are really the time for appeal has passed before the result came out.
Okay, now let's look at it this way. We always hear when people go to court. I mean, especially concerning the Anyanwu decision,
secretaryship,
that the Supreme Court said party issues should be resolved by the party leadership. It appears as if that tells us that when there is a panel set up for an activity within a party, whatever they decide, whether good or bad, holds, and the courts are not interested in whatever complaints arise from there. So now, if the caretaker committee has been given an official position, if there are even complaints, and the complaints go to the National Working Committee, and there is a final position, are they supposed to still be contested? Whether it was right, whether it was bad, that is what the Supreme Court seems to tell us, that whatever they decide, whether good or bad, is final.
This is a different ball game to the judgment pronounced by the Supreme Court. You see, this is different, because this is about people participate. Is a guideline of your party. It's a constitution of your party that if you want to participate in any congress, you must obtain form. So when the name of people that didn't obtain form came out, there are people that didn't participate in a congress came out. Then the court, we have to go back to the court to interpret it for us again. Now, okay, is this what you were saying the last time in the case of Anyanwu and Ude? Or it's a different thing. Ude and Anyanwu, they were already there. Anyanwu was already the secretary. He resigned and went to have an election, and he wanted to come back. It's a different thing. Now this is a congress. Because everything is guided by the constitution. Even our constitution, our party constitution, is in line with the Nigerian constitution too. So when we have a constitution like, okay, how can a party set a rules and you are now breaking your rules and you say what you have done is fine? And no, we are not in a banana republic.
Are members of your party complaining about the World Congress today?
There are members. There are people that went to court. They have local standing to go to court. With me, I'm contesting for the state position of a state PRO in the state Congress, which is yes to vote. So I don't have any local standing. But people that are contested in that World Congress, that felt slighted, felt shortchanged, they are the one going to court. That okay, court, come and tell us how someone that didn't participate in the Congress, his name is coming out as a winner.
So are they in court right now?
Some people are in court
over the World Congress.
Over the World Congress, which in turn gave injunction to stop the local government Congress.
Now, the local government Congress, we also monitor the local government Congress, and we saw that the injunction came later in the day.
It wasn't later. It was in the morning of that. It was presented by the party secretariat. These people wanted to just change the narrative because they have a premeditated arrangement. So they wanted to do what they want. So so these people know what they are doing. The injunction came before the local government Congress. It was pasted at the party secretariat. I read the judge said that it must be served in any alternative means, even if it's WhatsApp or even if it's whatever. Just make sure the injunction get to the, and I think it does before the.
We understand that the injunction papers were pasted at the party secretariat, and that the local government congresses did not hold at the party secretariat, they held at different venues, which means they still didn't achieve the target.
There was alternative, the alternative means now, the people that are involved, their name is on the court, so I think they would have, when they say party party secretariat is our symbol. Is the one that if you want to find out what is happening in Ekiti, now they will say you go to party secretariat in Ekiti PDP, go to the party secretariat. So, and then the people that are joining the suit, they will send the something to alternatively. I think some people even sent it on WhatsApp, email, whatever. So the excuse that they didn't get the injunction before the Congress is not.
But it is understood that that injunction has been vacated at the moment.
No, that is another thing we are talking about. That is the misleading news coming from the CTC caretaker committee. Imagine there was a court hearing 2 days ago, and the caretaker, the hearing was adjourned, and the caretaker chairman came on platform and saying it has been struck out. So these are the issues we are having.
Now let's look at it this way. The election, Ekiti State governorship election, is coming very soon. We are very close. Primary elections generally are yet to be held, but we are drawing closer to the election proper, and all these are happening on the platform of the PDP that is trying to reorganize itself. I mean, how prepared do you think PDP will eventually be before that election?
Well,
if all these are entertained.
That is our concern. That is our concern, because the people of Ekiti are yearning for us. They are waiting for us to come, because they've seen the abysmal performance of this present APC-led government in Ekiti. So they want us to come and rescue them. But look at us now. We cannot even rescue ourselves. We are having issues in our house. So these are the things we party members, we are saying, see, these leaders, get your act together. If some people feel slighted that they are being cheated, get to them, reconcile them, do it properly. Not do it macho manly. I'm sorry to use that word. Let's say, okay, the Congress is done, we should move on. No! These people invested their money, their sweat in the party too. So you have to reach out to them, reconcile them, so that we can move forward and have a united. We have a very bright chance to win this forthcoming election. In all over the country, APC is like a plague. They are not done well. Even in Ekiti, the present governor has not done anything well. He's just playing to the gallery and scratching the surface. Because when we heard about what the inflow of the money that is coming from the federal, even the internally generated money, they are taxing Ekiti people like say tomorrow no day. So how can you now say the party, the APC party should be enjoying? We cannot allow that to fester. We have to bring ourselves, we have to sort our internal wranglings, our issues, so that we can form a united front. Like you said, the primary election will be coming up in about 4 or 5 months. So, and we are still at this level. Something that we should have done last year, so that we can prepare. We are facing the APC. You know how the APC people operate. They know how they do the election. So if you want to face them, you have to come. You have to be able to stand toe to toe with them. So these are the issues we are talking about. If you want to win, you know what to do. Stop the division. Raise people, raise leaders, neutral leaders, because there are people with interest now. Some people are here, some people are here. But there are people that are seen that don't have any horse in the race. Talk to them, the leaders. Arrange people that are angry, okay, appeal to them, reconcile them. Okay, let's move forward so that we can win this thing.
Well, there are people who are feeling that those who are disagreeing with the activities of the CTC are actually being sponsored by the APC to destabilize and to keep PDP down before the election.
That is unfounded. That's unfounded allegations. That is just a widgery. Because when you say APC is funded, you beat a child. You don't want him to cry. You're not saying someone that is telling him to cry. No now, you understand? So it's just an excuse. They're just trying to, instead of them to do what they are supposed to do, reconcile these people, talk to them, take them to the table. Okay, what do you want? Okay, you will fetch it. Okay, if you cannot get this, you get this next time. That kind of thing. It's give and take. It's politics. You exchange whatever you want to do, and then you move on. But now you are saying APC is funding people. Someone fetch it flighted and it went to court. You are saying it's APC that is funding them. How does that?
So what kind of reconciliation are you expecting?
What I expect now is, like I said the other time, some neutral leaders. They are the stakeholders, real stakeholders of this party. Those who maybe they are even on the sideline, they are not even interfering in it. Call them together. Let the leader, people like Senator Jimmy, is our leader. She's been aloof for some time now. It's obvious to the people that are in the political circle that she's been aloof. Talk to her, talk to other leaders, Secretary Tyler, former devil, all these people. Let them consider that this is your house you built. How are you going to watch it that it will be destroyed? Call these people together, bring everybody that are aggrieved. These people know the people that are aggrieved. You understand? I'm saying that the CTC, the stakeholders, whatever, they know the people that are aggrieved. Talk to them. Call them to order. Then, okay, what do you want? Okay, this is what we can give. This is what we can do. It's give and take. So then we can move forward. But this grandstanding, we have done the World Congress, we have done the local government Congress, is gone. We want to do consensus. How do you do that? You don't just do that like that. These people will revolt too. They will say, okay, it's our party too. Then we want to show ourselves. Like, look at what Wike is doing. He said that they didn't agree on agreement that he's going to fight to the finish. So some people might have that intention too, that okay, I want to fight this to the logical conclusion.
People of the Fountain.